morning. It's Friday, May 6th, and it must be time for another legislative update from your North Carolina Medical Society. Thanks for joining us. It's been a quiet week, even though we've had a little bit of legislation move. We've mainly been talking about the Medicaid budget and the recommendations coming over from the governor and going through those in detail, along with reports that were due from the Department of Health and Human Services on child welfare and public health and a number of other different things that have been waiting to come before committee over the last few days. We did see a statewide standing order for opioid antagonist bill pass out of Senate Healthcare on Tuesday. That bill has now gone to Senate Judiciary 1 and will be reviewed sometime in the coming weeks. That bill would allow for the public health director, the doctor in charge of public health for the state of North Carolina, to write a single standing order for opioid antagonists to be available to those folks that identify as in need of having availability of an opioid antagonist to take care of a potential overdose of a family or a friend or something like that. We expect that to get some more conversation, but we are supporting that bill and hope that it will be at least a first step in addressing the opioid epidemic that is being discussed in mass down at the legislative building. There are a lot of different solutions that are being proposed to that problem right now. This is just one of those things that's being discussed. And we'll update you more on some of those other solutions that are being discussed in the weeks ahead. It's been a quiet week at the General Assembly, so I do want to bring up something that is pressing for you today. And it's not Groundhog Day, but it is time for you to vote again. June 7th is our congressional and judicial races here in North Carolina, so you'll be selecting the primary vote winners for the folks to go to November, to go to the ballot in November to be elected to the U.S. Congress from North Carolina, as well as the judicial candidates that will go on for the ballot in November. So now's the time to go back online, as we've shown you before, using the links that we've shown you before, to look yourself up, find your sample ballot, get educated on the people that are running for either Congress or the judicial races in your area, and then go ahead and go in and vote. Early voting has already begun, so you can go ahead and do that now by stopping in at your local Board of Elections or local one-stop voting facility. You can also do it by absentee ballot, where you can order the ballot to be sent to you and then mail it back. Now is the appropriate time to do that. Or you can go in on June the 7th and vote in person. Whichever way, we just encourage you to continue to participate and make sure you vote this week. Next week, we look like we're going to be going deeper into the Medicaid budget. The House is leading this year on the budget, so we're going to be talking about the different changes, either expansion items or reductions that are going to be made to the budget, and the recommendations that the House will be making in comparison to the recommendations that were already made by the governor. So we'll be bringing you a full report on that next week, as well as other bills of interest to medicine. So we hope you have a great week. Be sure to look yourself up, and we'll talk to you again soon.